You ever see someone successful and think, man, they're just lucky? It's a pretty common thought, right? That a big break is just a roll of the dice? Well, let's dig into this, because what if luck isn't just a random thing? What if it's something you can actually build?
And get this is wild. Research shows that nearly half of women in leadership say their successes because of luck. Not their grind, not their brilliant ideas, just luck. I mean, think about that. Some of the most powerful, capable women out there are chalking it all up to chance. We've got to ask, what's going on here?
And that's the big question, right? What if we've got this whole luck thing completely backwards? What if it's not something that happens to you, but something you actually make happen?
Okay, so to get to the bottom of this, we have to tear down this whole just lucky idea. And that starts with something called the modesty trap.
So, what is the modesty trap? Well, it's basically this pressure women feel to downplay how awesome they are so they don't seem, unlikable. It's so much easier to say, oh, I just got lucky, instead of, yeah, I worked my tail off for this, right? It's a defense mechanism, a way to dodge being called bossy or too aggressive.
And where does this trap even come from? It all goes back to this really frustrating situation called the leadership double bind. It's this impossible standard that women so often face at work.
I mean, just look at this. It lays it all out. A guy is assertive, he's a leader. A woman is assertive, she's aggressive. He's confident, she's pushy. He's decisive, she's difficult. It's a classic no-win situation, and it's right here in black and white.
So what's the result of all this? This double bind pretty much forces women to point to something outside themselves, like luck, to explain their success. It's a survival tactic, a way to avoid all that negative feedback. But the problem is, it completely hides their actual skill and all the smart moves they made to get there.
But here's where things start to change. The moment you understand why you're saying you're lucky, you can take back control. You can start to own your success for real.
All right, so let's shift gears and look at this from a totally new angle, the science of good fortune. We're going to flip the script and start thinking of luck not as a random lightning strike, but as a skill. Yeah, a skill you can actually learn and practice.
So what's the secret? Well, studies have shown that so-called lucky people aren't just sitting around waiting. They have 4 key habits. 1, they're always creating and spotting opportunities. 2, they listen to their gut, that informed intuition. 3, they expect good things to happen. And 4, and this is a big one, they're masters at turning a failure into a win.
Okay, that all sounds great, but how do you actually do it? Let's get into the playbook. This is where we go from mindset to action. And a huge piece of this puzzle is your network.
Now, here's a really important distinction we need to make. The difference between a mentor and a sponsor. See, a mentor gives you advice, which is awesome. We love mentors. But a sponsor is a game changer. They don't just talk to you, they talk about you. They use their influence, their street cred, to pull you up, to open doors that you can't even see yet.
This image says it all, right? A sponsor is literally pulling you up. They're your advocate in those high-level meetings you're not invited to yet. This is how you manufacture those lucky breaks.
So where do you find these sponsors? How do you build this luck network? It's actually simpler than you think. Try to go to one new event every month. Say yes to that random invitation. Shoot a message to an old colleague. The idea is just to create more chances for you and opportunity to bump into each other.
Okay, let's talk about lucky girl syndrome. You've probably seen this trend online, and it's easy to dismiss it as just, manifesting or wishful thinking, but it's not. Real lucky girl syndrome is a mindset backed by hustle. It's believing good things are coming your way while you're actively out there doing the work to make them happen.
Yeah, let's be super clear on this. This isn't magic, it's action. It's showing up. It's making sure decision makers know who you are. It's bouncing back when you get knocked down. It's about strategically putting yourself in the right place at the right time over and over again.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. It's time to ditch the whole idea of waiting for luck to strike. It's time to claim your wins. Your good fortune isn't out there somewhere hoping you find it. It's waiting for you to create it. So if you want a formula, here it is. Preparation plus an optimistic mindset plus genuine connections, that equals what we call luck. You put those 3 things together and you're basically building a magnet for good things to happen.
Because at the end of the day, what people call luck is usually just a ton of hard work that happened behind the scenes. So the question to ask yourself isn't, am I going to get lucky? No. The real question is, what am I doing right now to make my own luck?